Tristan Thompson is a dirty, rotten scoundrel. We all knew that, and the man is not sweating any drama because he's got a new side chick to help keep him distracted.
Help me. Also, it looks like he's a deadbeat dad, as it's revealed he hasn't seen baby True in over a month. What does this mean for her first birthday party?
How does the story keep getting worse? Finally, Jordyn Woods is doing the most to get back into the family's good graces, and while a reconciliation isn't likely, she's holding out hope. This is all coming up right now on Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. How's it going, everyone? I'm Devin Howard.
And I am Courtney Revolution.
We have a lot of drama to keep getting into. It's always Tristan, Jordyn, Kar Jenner's.
Our favorite people, Devin.
Our favorite people.
It's time to tag and drag.
They offer us endless content. We have to talk about this.
Absolutely, girl.
All right, so ever since the cheating scandal happened with Jordyn Woods, Tristan Thompson has been nowhere to be seen. But when the scandal broke, we found him living it up at high-end restaurants in New York City with a new side chick.
Gross.
Moved on so quickly.
He moved on ever so quickly.
Yeah,
Devin.
I know. And I guess we couldn't have ever expected anything less from Tristan.
Yeah.
That's pretty in keeping
with
with
He's playing his trashy Tristan role, you know, embarrassing women, you know, doing his work.
Doing his work.
Doing his work.
This new woman, she's actually very beautiful. We found out that her name is Charisma Ramirez. I might be pronouncing that wrong.
I think you sounded it out right.
I hope so. She's an Instagram model, of course.
Aren't they all, Devin?
But funny enough, her Instagram is actually private. So we weren't able to get a good look at her, but they were recently spotted out getting dinner at Nobu in New York on March 5th. Tristan was also spotted going into his hotel room with 2 Starbucks coffees, and then hours later, they emerged together. So you know what was going on there.
Yeah, they need a little caffeine boost to get through that workout, and then they emerged.
I don't even want to think about
they
that.
Emerged,
They
Devin.
emerged later for another night on the town. But Charisma is actually saying that she and Tristan are not dating and they're just friends, but we all know what just friends means. They're banging.
No, Devin, we know that it is totally normal for a man and a woman to be friends. Like, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we know that Tristan is in the garbage can, and we know his behavior, and we know what went down in that room.
And Tristan doesn't have female friends. Let's be real. Like, he just does not have a platonic relationship with another woman.
That.
No,
we haven't seen that,
we've
Tristan.
never seen that. There's no reason for us to think that that would ever happen. So we know what's going on here. And it's just so like him to just jump across the U.S. and find someone new to hang out with right after all this drama.
I'm sure he just feels like he has the coins, he can do whatever he wants. It really doesn't matter at this point whether he's beloved or not.
I mean, Tristan, you sit on a bench for entire games. Like, come on.
You're a professional sitter.
Yeah.
You might as well be on the couch. Okay, that's how I feel.
Well, sources say that Tristan's actually been unfazed by the scandal that's been going on, and he's acting like nothing is wrong at all. He hasn't reached out to Chloe, hasn't tried to smooth things over. And then we have Chloe, who just had her heart publicly broken for the 1000th time. And surprisingly, according to Hollywood Life, Chloe's doing fine. She figured he'd be on to the next chick very quickly, which is, I'm glad that she assumed that, because then it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
And honestly, she just wants all this drama to be in the past, and she wants to move forward without Tristan.
That bothers me, Devin. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because Chloe is so used to Tristan doing this. Why didn't you leave Tristan when the time was here to leave Tristan? He has been cheating on Chloe for so long. All of these women for so long. Now, when it's Jordyn in this situation, she's like, okay, now it's time for me to move on.
I think because this betrayal hit much closer to home than when Tristan was hooking up with strangers. This was like her little sister. But also, I think that everybody's on their own path, not to sound like, ooh.
No, but really though.
I'm like one of those Instagram quotes that Chloe posts on her story.
Oh, Devin.
So many of those. Are they gonna end soon? Let's hope.
Never.
But she, I feel like she is on her own path, and it just took her this year or whatever it was to finally realize that she doesn't need to let herself be dragged through the mud and treated horribly by a guy who just really doesn't even care.
Maybe it was harder for her to walk away than it appeared to us. Because we on the outside looking into the little Kardashian bubble.
Exactly. She was probably struggling. But so Tristan is moving on. He's got his new lady. Chloe's trying to move forward, and so is Jordyn Woods. She reportedly feels vindicated now that Tristan has moved on with another woman, and thinks that this further proves that he was the one that ruined everything and not her. I know you have thoughts. Spill them.
Devin, listen, all I'm gonna say is this, because I don't wanna ruffle, the feathers in the chicken coop, okay, in the comments. Tristan played a huge part in the destruction of his own family.
Yes.
He did. We can all acknowledge that.
We've been acknowledging it.
Yes. Speak on it, Devin.
Yeah.
Now, Jordyn Woods was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yes or no?
Yes, I agree.
So it is Tristan's fault, but some of the blame can also be taken by Ms. Woods.
Yeah. Oh, I agree too. I'm surprised that people think Jordyn should be free from blame because it was in it, even if they didn't hook up, even if it was just that kiss that she said it was during Red Table
The fact she was
Talk.
sitting on the chair with her legs, why are your legs draped? Jordyn Woods, your ass should have been home with Miss Kylie Jenner in the guest house taking care of Stormy.
That is exactly my thoughts. She should never have been there in the first place. That is why she needs to accept some of the blame.
But I am glad she acknowledged that she made a wrong decision.
Yes.
But we are clear that both Jordyn and Tristan played a part in this dance.
Yes.
They're dance partners.
They are
They're
dance
lit
partners. They both hold responsibility.
Absolutely.
Definitely. All right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way with some, Tristan news about him moving on, we need to talk about Tristan and his role as a dad, because it appears Tristan has been MIA from his daughter True since before Valentine's Day, even though he's been in LA.
I don't like that, Devin.
No.
If you can fly women to and fro and go to Nobu and spend your coin on delicious sushi and rolls and such, why can't you go and see your baby?
I know.
See your baby. Tristan, be a father. Don't be a deadbeat on top of being trash.
I know. He has this one opportunity to sort of slightly redeem himself, and he's not taking it. That's what's crazy.
Not a father, not a man.
No.
Not a man, Devin.
Not a man.
I'm embarrassed for him.
Not a man at all. In fact, this is a recurring theme in Tristan's life. While Chloe was with him, she would try to get him to see his son Prince on multiple occasions, but he never did it. So
I wonder why.
I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. Like,
Chloe didn't make the baby by herself, Tristan. So play a part and you help bring True into the world. Now nurture her in this world.
Help raise her.
Help raise her. Come on.
Chloe obviously wants Tristan to be in True's life despite everything, because she had such a close bond with her dad who died when she was 19 years old.
Unfortunately.
She knows what it's like to have a great relationship, but she also knows what it's like to lose a dad, and she doesn't want anything like that for True. True's gonna turn 1 in April, and Chloe, of course, is planning a big birthday party, True Kar Jenner party, and she's trying to figure out how she can incorporate Tristan into those plans, if she should.
If Tristan even wants to be.
If he wants to be, should he get an invite, do you think?
I think as True's father, to do the right thing, I would say invite Tristan.
Yeah.
However, in my Raven Baxter vision, I don't see Tristan showing up.
I don't think he's gonna show up either, and I don't even feel like he should get an invite.
Why?
I think that if it's important for him to celebrate True's first birthday with her, he can go out of his own way and make his own plans with the baby.
I feel you.
But he's not obligated to receive an invite anymore, I don't think.
So you don't want him in the midst of the celebration? You
think
think he
it's
should
just
have his own private daddy-daughter celebration?
I feel like that.
I could be on board with that.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I could be on something.
No
Tristan.
drama.
No
Yeah.
drama, but do something that doesn't involve any of these other women that you have on the bench where you're sitting right now.
Exactly. And if Tristan did show up, Chloe doesn't know how the family would react if he was there. So I feel like would be a crazy, dramatic
thing. It would be
thing.
real dramatic. Now, if Tristan does come to the party and them cameras are not there, me and Chris, we gonna need to have a talk up in the helicopter, because that's a missed opportunity.
You hear that, Chris? In the helicopter.
In the helicopter.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about Jordyn Woods, okay?
Okay.
Because I love your take on everything that's going on with her.
Absolutely.
She's obviously still on the outs with the Kar Jenners, but she hopes that one day they'll let her back into their lives. On Red Table Talk, she offered to take a lie detector test, which the Keeping Up with the Kardashian producers are hungry to catch on camera if and when it happens. I know I would love to see that happen.
You ready to see that moment? You ready to see Jordyn sitting there sweating her edges out?
Yes.
To see if she really gonna tell the truth or not?
It would make good TV. And I think I would also feel a little bit more sympathetic towards her if she was actually being truthful.
Yeah, I don't doubt that she's being truthful. I'm upset at the decision she's made and the fact she didn't tell the family.
Yeah.
I felt like this situation, we would not have to make 35,000 videos, Devin, if Jordan would have took herself home and told that family exactly how she told Jada how it went down at the Red Table Talk. You went and you told a half truth.
Yeah.
And it blew all up in your face.
Of course, as it does, as that kind of thing does. Well, insiders reveal that Jordan also wants to have a dialogue with the family to get back in their good graces. She's basically willing to do whatever it takes to get them to just welcome her back into their lives again. Courtney, what do you think she'll have to do to have them forgive her?
Can I be honest, Devin? I don't think that Jordan should be trying to get back into the good graces of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like at this point, what's done is done. We've talked about it. Everyone's talked about it. If the family is not receiving, then Jordan, you can go on and do your own thing. Like we've talked about in the past, she could potentially be getting a TV show. Have that on for about 4 or 5 episodes. Let us get to know you and move on from this.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it in my crystal ball, Devin. I don't see it. But, I mean, if it's gonna add to some ratings, then all of a sudden, Chris and the girls, they might be feeling a little bit more forgiving. So let's say the lie detector test. If she does a lie detector test, then maybe on camera.
Right.
That'll prove.
We need it on camera.
Yeah, we need, prove your loyalty, I imagine they would say. Prove your loyalty and come on camera and show that this did not happen the way that everyone has been reporting.
Yeah. Well, but don't you think it would be a little bit weird if Jordan wasn't even trying, though? Like, if she wasn't trying to make amends and trying to become friends with them again, don't you think that that would seem a little, like, suspicious, too?
I mean, they're not answering her phone calls.
Yeah.
They're not really talking to her. She had to go to the Red Table Talk to defend not only herself, but her family. Family can't even leave the house. We dragging the family out in public.
I know, it's
so
scary.
I get that she's trying to like control the narrative, but in terms of her actual relationship with the Kardashians, I feel like there is no relationship. I feel like maybe at this point, it really is just between Jordan and Kylie because I feel like that was a violation of their friendship specifically because they were so close. I don't know, we're gonna have to see, Devin.
I know, we are going to have to see. I also don't see it happening in my crystal ball either. But Jordan does really miss Kylie and the rest of the family, and she thinks reconciliation will take some time, but she's confident their friendship is mendable. So
we're gonna see.
We'll see. We will see. There is lots going on. The story continues. The plot thickens every single day. So what are your guys' thoughts on Tristan moving on and out in public with a new side chick?
What do you guys think about Tristan ghosting True and dad duties?
Horrible. And also, what do you think about Jordan's odds of getting back in the Kar-Jenner family circle of trust? Let us know in the comments below. Click subscribe and that little bell next to it to get notified of all the latest news stories, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.